an 85mm F1.4 full frame camera lens that has incredible build quality, an autofocus system that can rival any other lens on the market at the moment, and it can produce arguably sharper images than the Sony G Master equivalent, and all of this a third of the price of the Sony lens. Sirui have really upset the Apple cart by producing this fantastic 85mm F1.4. Let's take a closer look at it. So yep, this is the brand new Sirui Aurora 85mm F1.4 full frame camera lens. Now straight out of the box it comes with a really nice carrying pouch, which is nice to see, and inside is the lens, and with all Sirui lenses they're always vacuum packed. This really is next level quality assurance from Sirui. Now this lens comes in 3 different versions. You can get E mount, X mount and Z mount, and it comes in at the ridiculously light weight of 540 grams, which for an 85mm f1.4 lens is absolutely superb. The focus ring is super smooth and feels very high quality, and our aperture ring can either be changed from smooth or clickable depending on the switch on the side of the lens. On the left hand side of the lens we get a focus hold button and an autofocus or manual focus switch. The lens also comes with a weather sealing gasket and a USB-C port for firmware updates. Now the build quality and finish on this lens is one of the best that I've ever seen. It really is exceptional. Now pairing up the Sirui lens with a Sony a7 IV, it really does feel nice and balanced. With its weight of only 540 grams, it offsets the camera really nice and feels excellent in hand. As you can see, we've also attached a sun hood to the lens, and even the sun hood feels exceptional quality. Now this lens is just radiating quality, and Sirui are taking it up another notch. For anybody that orders this lens before the end of December, they're throwing in 2 free filters, one a black mist filter and the other one a UV filter, which is really nice to see. I'd wish more companies would do this. Right, I think that's enough of the specs for the moment. I think it's time we head out with this lens and really put it through its paces. So we've made it here to central London with a Sirui 85mm f1.4. Now we've got it attached to the Sony a7 IV. We're going to be going around doing some street photography and letting you know if it's worth considering. Let's go see what we can capture. Now everything you're going to see is completely unplanned and not staged. This is Street Photography 101. Now as for the camera settings, we're using auto white balance and auto ISO. Now the images are JPEG straight out the camera, and I'll display the settings in the lower left hand corner. But just look how sharp this image is, it's absolutely fantastic. Now we are using the Sony iDetect focus system, but as you can tell the lady is not posing for the photograph, and even though she was in motion, the camera and lens was able to track on and hit focus perfectly. Now this young man here was super polite and super talented. He allowed me to take a few photos of him doing some stunts and skills. And yes, that is his front wheel rolling off into the distance, but don't worry, he'd done this on purpose to show off his skills. Now as for the lens and camera, again the focus system was spot on, and just look at that creamy bokeh separation in the background, it's absolutely fantastic.
Alright, yes, few more songs for you. Thanks a lot for sticking around. If you like this music, please check out.
Now the lens is made up of 14 elements in 9 groups. The level of detail, contrast and clarity in the images is absolutely superb. Just look at the detail in the guitar of this busker. And I'd like to re-emphasise that these are JPEGs straight out of camera. Now as for the styling and font on the lens, I know this doesn't affect image quality. I think Sirui have done a fantastic job of it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Right, before we go any further, let's take a close-up look at the image quality from this lens. Now at f1.4, center sharpness is just incredible. If we go to the outer edges, you can see a very slight vignetting, but corner sharpness even at f1.4 in my opinion is still fantastic. Stepping down to f1.8 we lose a little bit of that vignetting and we get a nice little boost in sharpness. At f2.8 the vignetting has pretty much vanished and corner sharpness is just incredible. Stepping down to f4 and now corner sharpness is equal to center sharpness. And from f4 onwards it's sharp throughout its entire aperture range, even at f5.6, f7.1, f8, f11 and even at f16 this lens is just unbelievable.
Yeah, if you just stand there and look, that's fine there. I'm going to take it this way, but if you face that way and then just turn your head towards me, is that alright?
Now this gentleman here was an absolute superstar. He allowed me to take his photo even though he was at work as a porter in the old Scotland Yard in London. And will you have a look at them bokeh balls in the background? They are perfectly round. I guess that has something to do with the 15 round aperture blades that are built into this lens. Now if you're enjoying this content, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Now unlike other 85mm that are on the market that are big and bulky, I had no problem with this lens getting in the way of other people or making it look like I was a paparazzi. Not only have Sirui done a fantastic job optically with this lens, they've also made it lightweight and compact, meaning that it's actually usable in the real world without your arm feeling like it's going to fall off.
It'd look better with you in the photo because it's going to go on social media. Is that alright? Thank you very much. Perfect. Good day. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Now with street photography you can't control the lighting, and on this particular day it was very overcast, but with the aperture of f1.4 I had no problems in them low light conditions. As always, let me know what you think to the image quality from this lens in the comment section below, and what is your favourite photo that I took on this day. So what's my conclusion to this lens? Well, as you've probably seen from my enthusiasm in the video, I absolutely love it. Now is it my favourite lens of 2024? I'm going to have to say yes it is. With its exceptional image quality, its weight and size, the incredible build quality, the autofocus performance, nothing else really comes close to it. When you take into account that this lens comes in at only $599, whereas the Sony 85mm F1.4 GM lens comes in at $1,800, there really isn't any competition. As always, I'll leave links to this very lens in the comment section below and in the description of this video, so make sure you go check it out. As up until December 2024, Sirui are giving you a $100 discount on this lens, and also including them two filters that we mentioned earlier. Now if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see further videos from myself, hit that subscribe button and we'll catch up in that next video. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon everyone.